Okay, so I want to talk about wrapping, switch wrapping and wrapping when it comes to a discrimination, or even if just you're wrapping and you're going on to another obstacle. I'm putting this close. It's normally not this close, but I'm putting it close to make sure you can see. So if they're coming off the dog walk and we have to go to the tunnel, okay, and if it's dead set in the middle so that the dog comes off the walk, and then which way is the better path? Like if they can just switch wrap and then drive straight to the tunnel, that's a nice path. Because if they wrap and now you have to push them back out to get the tunnel. So if the hoop was like this, I'm definitely switch wrapping, which I call loops, to go to the tunnel. If I'm coming out of the tunnel and I'm going to the dog walk, now I got to think about the dog walk. It's hard because if I don't think I can have a good approach to the dog walk, then I'm not going to run. Like I think it's really important to make sure that we set up a safe path for our dogs. And again, more distance here, but because of the video. But if the hoop is where it's at right now, the dog's going to come out of the tunnel. He's going to most likely arc at you and come closer to you here, so that when you wrap, okay, now they have to push back out again and then line themselves back up to get the dog walk. All right, and that might be the best path for this situation, because if they switch wrap and now they have to bypass the tunnel, and is this a better approach? Right, so it really depends on your dog, your path, and if they understand switch wrapping and stuff, but really pay attention to where the hoop is, because it matters. Like, it matters. If the hoop is way up here, they're coming out of the tunnel, then I'm certainly just going to wrap, because then it sets them up to go straight up the dog walk. But if the hoop is farther this way, and then they have to, you know, turn, again, I got to move it closer because I'm not positive you can see me. But the hoop is here, and then they have to come around here. Then, you know, if you have enough room to line them up, fine. But it might be better to switch wrap. I don't like this angle at all either. So you just have to know your dog and look at the angles of both sides and how your dog will wrap or switch wrap and how tight they will do it. I can tell you that most of the time I think my dogs switch wrap better, because they can just kind of turn and go straight, whereas when they wrap, they have to wrap and then you have to push them back out again. And then if you want the dog walk, you have to turn and make sure you're getting the dog walk and not pushing them too far out to the tunnel. Okay, so handling wise, when I wrap, step back, use the same arm. If I want the dog walk, I'm just going to rotate. If I want the tunnel, wrap, push out. I push out with two hands to get the tunnel. Coming out of the tunnel, step back, push out. We're going back to the tunnel. Wrap, turn, look at the ground, and drive forward to get the dog walk. Okay?